Alright, this one's called Bad Boy Boogie. You can stand on your seats if you wanna. You don't mind.
I was looking in the sky when the sun turned all a blur and the thunderclouds rolled by. The sea began to shiver and the wind began to moan. It must have been a sign for me to leave you well alone. I was born without you, baby, but my feelings were a little bit too strong. You never said you loved me, and I don't believe you can. 'Cause I saw you in a dream and you were with another man. You look so cool and casual, and I try to look the same. But now I've got to love you. Tell me, who am I to blame? I was born without you, baby, but my feelings were a little bit too strong. Just a little bit too strong.
I wanna be everything for you all the time, but I'm just a human being. I'm just a human being. Step into this room where I like to hide away. Any day now I will find my many worlds collide. Until then, I know we have time, and I want you in my room tonight. Nothing's ever perfect, there's a shadow side. I believe that it's worth it. Yeah, the trust will be justified. I wanna be everything for you all the time, but I'm just a human being. Everything for you all the time, but I'm just a human being. Yeah, I wanna see
Hey little babe, you're changing. Babe, are you feeling sore? It ain't no use in pretending you don't wanna play no more. It's plain that you ain't no baby. What would your mother say? You're all dressed up like a lady. How come you behave this way? Sail away, sweet sister, sail across the sea. Maybe you'll find somebody who love you half as much as me. My heart is always with you, no matter what you do. Sail away, sweet sister, always be in love with you. Forgive me for what I told you. My heart makes a fool of me. Ooh, you know I'll never hold you. I know that you gotta be free. Yeah. Sail away, sweet sister. Sail across the sea. Maybe you'll find somebody who love you half as much as me. Take it the way you want it. When they let you down, my friend. Sail away, sweet sister, back to my heart again. Hot child, don't you know you're young, you got your whole life ahead of you. Oh, you can throw it away too soon, way too soon. Sail away, sweet sister, sail across the sea. Maybe you'll find somebody who's gonna love you half as much as me. My heart is always with you, no matter what you do. Sail away, sweet sister, always be in love with you.
Beat on the brat, beat on the brat, beat on the brat with a baseball bat. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. Beat on the brat, beat on the brat, beat on the brat with a baseball bat. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh.
holster and a Bible in his hand. He's searching for redemption in this cold, forsaken land. Crosses on the hilltops where the moon hides its face. Silver wolves are howling, echoing my disgrace. The church bells tolling, calling aching souls to pray. But the night's too filled with demons to keep the darkness at bay. Riders of the midnight storm, we wander where the angels mourn. In a land where the shadows fall, we're searching for a heart that's born. Oh, rustic path leads to a graveyard of deceit, where every stone's a story of the wicked on repeat. A ghostly choir hums a sorrowful refrain, harmonizing with the thunder of this lonesome outlaw train. Oh, the saloon's swinging door creaks like a haunted dream. Faces pale in candlelight, nuns as they sing. Whiskey's in my veins, but faith's in my soul. A dichotomy of darkness where light has no control. Oh, riders of the midnight storm, we wander where the angels mourn. In a land where the shadows fall, we're searching for a heart that's born. Riders of the midnight storm, we wander where the angels mourn. In a land where the shadows swore, we're searching for a heart that's warm. Riders of the midnight storm, we wander where the angels mourn. In a land where the shadows fall, we're searching for a heart that's warm.
choisit ses copains, mais rarement sa famille. Y'a un gonze mine de rien qui a marié ma frangine. Depuis c'est mon beau-frère, alors faut faire avec. Mais c'est pas une affaire, vu que c'est un sacré pauvre mec. Mon beauf, il lui a fait 4 gosses pour toucher les allocs. Lui fait le coup de la nuit de noces dès qu'elle est plus en cloque. Cette espèce de trou-duc qui a fait 10 ans de légion, ces mômes il les éduque à grands coups de ceinturon. Le jour où les cons iront pointer, on le verra au bureau d'embauche. Mon beauf, il a des rouflaquettes, un costard à carreaux, des moustaches, une casquette et des pompes en croco. Il se prend pour un vrai mec, mais il craint un petit peu. Pour tout dire, il est presque à la limite du hors-jeu. Mon beauf, à chaque fois qu'il culbute une collègue de bureau, ou qui va se faire une pute, ce ringard, ce blaireau. Il dit que c'est pas trompé, que c'est juste pour l'hygiène, mais que si sa femme l'imitait, il l'assommerait à coups de beigne. Le jour où les cons sont cuisiniers, c'est lui qui prépare les sauces. Mon beauf, dans sa discothèque, tout Richard Klederman, il trouve ça super chouette, c'est le Mozart du Walkman. Et puis dans sa R16, y a la CB, tu penses, 73 la station, tête d'honneur en fréquence. Mon beauf, dit bonjour la culture, il est hachement balèze. T'as qu'à voir ses lectures, ça casse des barreaux de chaise. VSD Paris Match, et puis télé 7 jours, qui bien sûr chaque année, il s'offre le prix Goncourt. Le jour où les cons seront plus à droite, y a peut-être une chance qu'ils votent à gauche. Mon beauf, il adore les animaux, là un berger allemand qui protège ses bibelots, son petit appartement. Il l'emmène à la chasse, flinguer les petits oiseaux, parce que ce gros dégueulasse, il taquine le moineau. Mon beauf, on choisit ses copains, mais rarement sa famille. Y'a un gonze mine de rien qui a marié ma frangine. Il est devenu mon beauf, un beauf à la cabu, imbécile et facho, mais heureusement cocu. Quand le soleil brillera que pour les cons, il aura les oreilles qui chauffent. Mon beauf,
but I'm happy. I'm poor, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy. Yeah. I'm high, but I'm grounded. I'm sane, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm lost, but I'm hopeful, baby. And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a high five. I feel drunk, but I'm sober. I'm young and I'm underpaid. I'm tired, but I'm working, yeah. I care, but I'm restless. I'm here, but I'm really gone. I'm wrong and I'm sorry, baby. And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be quite alright. 'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is flicking a cigarette. And what it all comes down to is that I haven't got it all figured out just yet. 'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a peace sign. I'm free, but I'm focused. I'm green, but I'm wise. I'm hard, but I'm friendly, baby. I'm sad, but I'm laughing. I'm brave, but I'm chicken shit. I'm sick, but I'm pretty, baby. And what it all boils down to is that no one's really got it figured out just yet. But I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is playing the piano. And what it all comes down to, my friends, yeah, is that everything is just fine.
Early one morning the sun was shining. She was lying in bed, wondering if she'd changed it all, if her hair was still red. If folks they said their lives together sure was gonna be rough. They never did like Mama's homemade dress. Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. And he was standing on the side of the road, rain falling on his shoes, heading out for the East Coast. Lord knows he paid some dues, getting through, tangled up in blue. She was married when they first met, soon to be divorced. He helped her out of a jam, I guess, but he used a little too much force. And he drove that car as far as they could, abandoned it out west, splitting up on the docks that night, both agreeing it was best. And she turned around to look at him as he was walking away, saying over her shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue, tangled up in blue. He had a job in Santa Fe, working in an old hotel, but he never did like it all that much, and one day it just went to hell. So he drifted down to New Orleans, lucky not to be destroyed, where he got him a job on a fishing boat docked outside Delacroix. But all the while he was alone, the past was close behind. He's seen a lot of women, but she never escaped his mind, and he just grew tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. I just kept looking at the side of her face and the spotlight so clear. And later on, when the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there right beside my chair, said, don't tell me, let me guess your name. I muttered something underneath my breath. She studied the lines on my face. Must admit, felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoes, tangled up in blue. I lived with them on Montague Street in a basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night and revolution in the air. Well, he started into dealing with slaves and something inside of him died. She had to sell everything she owned and froze up inside. And when it all came crashing down, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was keep on keeping on like a bird that flew, tangled up in blue. So now I'm going on back again. I got to get to them somehow. All the faces we used to know, they're an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, some are truck drivers' wives. Don't know how it all got started, I don't know what they're doing with their lives. But me, I'm still on the road, heading for another joint. We always did feel the same, we just saw it from a different point of view, tangled up in blue.
Once in your life you find her, someone who turns your heart around, and next thing you know you're closing down the town. Wake up and it's still with you, even though you left your way across town. Wondering to yourself, hey, what have I found? When you get caught between the moon and New York City,
I'm at the stage where everything I thought meant something seems so unappealing. I'm ready for the real thing, but nobody's selling, no. Except you and yours saying open up your eyes and ears and let me in. You must be out of your brilliant mind. You must be out of your brilliant mind. You're at the stage where you want your empty words heard and everybody's ready. They want to know your secrets, but you are not telling. You're just gesturing. Open up your arms and heart. Let me in. You must be out of your brilliant mind. You must be out of your brilliant mind. And I'm at the stage where I want my words heard and no one wants to listen. No one wants to listen, cause everybody's yelling about you and yours and how I'd have the answer if I'd only open up and let you in. They must be out of their brilliant minds. They must be out of their brilliant minds. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. You must be out of your brilliant mind. You must be out of your brilliant mind. And they must be out of their brilliant minds. Oh, everyone out of their brilliant minds. I must be out, I must be out of my brilliant mind. A brilliant mind.
I see them marching off to There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place I don't want to be anywhere else. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place I don't want to be anywhere else. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place I don't want to be anywhere. Don't you worry about the situation. A message from the telephone. They'll always have to fight the alienation. I realize they're fighting alone. Here I've been fighting for the state of the nation. I'm waiting for the chance to come home. They'll always have to fight the alienation. I realize they're fighting alone. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
I was tired of thinking that our love could shine. Your thoughts of our arrangement were really not like mine. I thought it over, and it was plain to see the love you said you once needed could just not come from me. And now it's over, both of us free, but I feel colder. 1,000 tortured lives have fallen, wounded, dying, cut down by the questions that we'd sharpen just to save our losing days. We thought with nothing more to lose, we'd tear our hearts with jagged truths, and everything we'd clung to for so long just slipped away. And now it's over, both of us free, and I feel colder. And so we're moving to new beginnings. But as we move, we look once behind to see what we might find of lost loves and old thoughts of our nights of winnings. That lunch tear and grasp at lost wanting minds. We used to cry about the day when one of us might fall weak and blindly into another's arms. Demands of gain from jealousies would flow like water, drowning us but leaving us with just another lover's false alarm. Now it's over, both of us free, but I feel colder. And now we're moving to new beginnings. But as we move, we look once behind to see what we might find of lost loves and old thoughts of our nights of winnings. That lunchtime grasp at lost wanting minds.
Temptation was born out of envy. In love with the chaos, our style lasts forever in death.
got a hold on me.
Angel, angel, when will those clouds all disappear? Angel, angel, where will it lead us from here? With no loving in our souls and no money in our clothes, you can say we're satisfied. Angel, angel, you can say we never tried. Angel, beautiful, yeah. But ain't it time we said goodbye? Angie, I still love you. Remember all those nights we cried.
the shadows. I'm the light, I'm the light, I'm the only one you see. I speak to you through illusions, baby. You must tune yourself to me. You mustn't waste your time with all you've seen. I'm the light, and this is just one of my dreams. It's one foot in the astral world, and the other one's in the grave. Until you see my light, till you see my light. It's one hand for all mankind, while the other holds the flame. Until you see my light, till you see my light, till you see my light. Till you see my light, till you see my light. I play the master game. I hold the key to time. Do you see my light, baby? You have the greatest scene 10,000 times. It's one foot in the astral world, while the other one's in the breeze. Until you see my light, till you see my light. It's one hand for all mankind, while the other holds the flame. Until you see my light, till you see my light, till you see my light. And the light, and the light, the light, and the light. Until you see my light, I'm the only one you see. I'm the light, and the light, and the light, and the light. Till you see my light, till you see my light, till you see my light. I'm the light, and the light, and the light, and the light. Till you see my light, I'm the only one you'll see.
possess. Been taking years now.
It's away these last few moments. Is there anything we've left unsaid? I'm on a quest for atonement. Got to find peace of mind and a place to rest. Time takes away these last few moments. Is there anything we've left unsaid? I'm on a quest for atonement. And to find peace of mind and a place to rest. Rest, rest. Rest, we're coming for the storm. From the west and from the square. Like a river as my right hand. Solo was my bullet. There's a coming for the storm. In the west and from the square. Like a river as my right hand. Solo was my bullet.
Hey you, out there in the cold, getting lonely, getting old, can you feel me? Hey you, standing in the aisles with itchy feet and fainting smiles, can you feel me? Hey you, don't help them to bury the light. Don't give in without a fight. Hey you, out there on your own, sitting naked by the phone, would you touch me? Hey you, with your ear against the wall, waiting for someone to call out, would you touch me? Hey you, would you help me to carry the stone? Open your heart, I'm coming home. But it was only fantasy. The wall was too high,